Welcome back. There is so much to say about Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd president of the United States. He is the longest serving president, elected to 4 terms. He guided the country through the Great Depression and World War II.
He also struggled privately with polio. It was common then, and it robbed him of the use of his legs. In tonight's Discover Georgia, Suzanne Lawler takes you to the Little White House historic site in Merriweather County. It's not too far from central Georgia, and the place played a key role in our history.
If it wasn't for that water coming out of that basin, then none of the rest of this would be here, including the Little White House.
The water, the colorless, magical, mystifying liquid still jets out of the ground. President Franklin D. Roosevelt cherished it, soaked it in, and depended on it.
Our president could have come here and gotten in these pools and had help for his polio.
It gave him the ability to swim again, because the buoyancy of this water is about 3 times the buoyancy of salt water.
In the presence of my fellow countrymen.
At the age of 32, polio struck the man and took the use of his legs. Once he learned of the pools in the spring, he built a cabin that became known as the Little White House. He spent many days in the water, getting therapy on a wooden table and chairs.
And the hydrotherapist would come and exercise his legs.
Robin Glass is with the Park Service. He's set to retire next month, but he will always keep FDR's story close to his heart because it's a tale of compassion.
FDR came to Warm Springs an aristocrat, but he left here a common man. We didn't cure his polio, we changed his heart, and that changed the world.
Learn about he wanted to help cure polio.
The waters gave the powerful man confidence over his physical condition that he was shy about letting the public know about. But it also gave him humility, swimming and chatting in the pools with other polio victims, many of them children.
They're not complaining, grumbling, or griping, and that changed the man forever. It broke his heart.
So much so that he founded the March of Dimes. It's why you see his likeness on the dime today. But the site isn't just about the pools. You can see the car that FDR drove. Yes, drove.
The controls for his car is super impressive.
He controlled the Blue Beauty by hand cranks. As for the house, it was like Roosevelt's Camp David.
When he was here, he ran the country from this house.
If the porch light came on, it signaled to the Secret Service the president would see visitors. There are other quirks.
FDR was scared to death of fire because he was in a wheelchair, so he didn't want any open flames in his kitchen. So remember, it's 1932, and if you look at this stove, this is an electric stove, which was unheard of in 1932.
Roosevelt did die in his den at his Georgia retreat in 1945 as an artist was painting his portrait.
He looks up at her during this painting, and he passes his hand over his head 3 times, puts his chin down, and that was it. He never spoke another word. He suffered a cerebral brain hemorrhage, and they picked him up, carried him into his bedroom, and he died there about 2 hours and 13 minutes later.
That unfinished portrait hangs on display, a haunting glimpse into the past for a man who found so much life at Warm Springs. Suzanne Lawler, 13 WMAZ News.
Now, the state is investing $7 million into restoring the pools and filling them back up. And once that's done, they will allow a limited number of people back into the water per day.
By the way, the springs produce 932 gallons of water a minute.
If you'd like to see more Discover Georgia adventures, you can watch them when it's convenient for you. Download the 13 WMAZ Plus app and start streaming the series right now on Roku and Amazon Fire.